the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live.
You know, I can't really say anything bad about Ramirez. I know that you aren't as happy with this fight for whatever reason. I do think he got hit, but I think it was more not, and I know we've seen this style before, but we haven't seen him hit this much before. I'll say he threw caution to win because he didn't feel the shots. And he hurt Iman, I believe it was like the fifth, hurt him hard with a good right hand, really rattled him. You know, he wobbled his legs. Amir Imam, at the end of the day, man, it's going to suck because, you know, me and you will get into an argument a month or two or a year from now, and I'll be like, man, who the fuck did Amir Imam beat? But he does have skill, man.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yo, like, he's got skill. If some of these other kids could have the movement and agility that he has, they would be happy. What he doesn't have is commitment. He doesn't have conviction. And that's what Ramirez had, bro. Ramirez wanted to win. You know, so many slick black fighters get caught up in being slick black fighters that they don't do enough work to win. And forget about the cards, because by the time you look at it, you realize now you're down on them cards and you got to fight outside of that slick black fighter character, and it becomes worse. Ramirez was landing some really nice right hands. He was, I mean, I want to see him as he, listen, it's going to be fucking fireworks with him in Prograis. I know, again, that you're not excited from last night's performance, but, you know, just watching that left hook, bro, the way that he whips it, like, minimally, it's a double, minimally. And it's very, very fast, bro. It's very fast. He's whipping it. He's digging that shit. Like, I'm ready for this fight with and he just beat someone taller, slicker, and fuck it, better than him. And he beat the shit out of him.
Some tennis. I think Ramirez is a lesser version of a Leo Santa Cruz. A guy that can work behind volume, work behind a jab, not a great jab, but a jab, and just outwork his opponent, make him show up. You know, eventually in the second half of the fight, just wear him down, wear him out. And we saw that eventually wear out on Amir Imam's face. I mean, his face was busted up by the 12th round. Bad. But if you look back on that fight in the first 6 rounds, if that was a 6-rounder, Amir Imam won that fight. Amir Imam was making Jose Ramirez miss at will.
Yo, tennis, bro. I know I talked way longer than you, but how could you say
way longer?
Yeah, of course. But look, how could you say if this was a 6-rounder, like, dude, it's a 6-rounder when it's a 6-rounder for a reason.
No. I understand. No. Again,
like, game plans are meant to go.
Yes. Let me finish my take on the fight, because you had like ages. Just relax. It's okay. Amir Imam was able to work behind very little of a work rate, and just because of his skill and his technique and the way he could slip shots, was able to outbox Ramirez a lot through the first 6 rounds. Was able to keep him at bay with the jab,
but it was costing him.
It was. It was, and like you said at the top of your opinion, or your take, I should say, Amon doesn't have the conviction. He doesn't have the willingness to throw a 4-piece combination or a 5-piece combination. He was throwing in 1s and 2s. That was his downfall. Ramirez decided, I don't care if I'm going to get hit with the jab. I'm going to just throw to his chest, through his body. I'm going to throw 4 or 5 punches at a time, every time, behind a double jab, always, and just rinse and repeat. Just rinse and repeat. I don't care if I'm going to get hit. I'm just going to rinse and repeat that. And Imam could not adjust to that. He could not adjust to a counter burst. He had to stick to 1-piece or 2-piece because he couldn't change it. That was his downfall. If Amir Imam or anyone else fought Ramirez with that style and could throw a 4 or 5-piece as well, and can take a punch, take the pressure mentally of Ramirez, I think they beat Ramirez.
Matt, you got to watch that fight again. Ramirez did more than just rinse and repeat.
I watched it 3 times.
Nah, not enough then. He did more than just rinse, repeat. That dude was shifting, doing angles. At one point, he copycatted, and I don't even want to say it. I don't want to fucking say it because I know what they're going to say. So I don't want to say it. But you seen what he did. You seen him go. You seen it. I don't want to say it. Don't make me say it.
Oh, man.
You seen it.
Oh, Ramirez got touched up and he was missing a lot of the shots in the early portion of the fight. I think if you have a guy that can take the mental side of the fight better than Amir Imam, I think they can beat Ramirez.
I think I've just evolved, bro. I remember when I first started, it was real simple for me. Good and bum. And after the year,
don't clarify that as me or classify
I'm not saying it's you. I can't tell a story.
I know, but the listener may think that's you're talking about my perception of it. I don't think Ramirez is a bum. I think he just may not be the best guy in the division. When we have Alex Lemon call in and talk about how great Ramirez is, I don't see that yet. I see a champion. I see a guy that can definitely make great fights. But I don't
right now,
I don't think Andy Garcia
140. Right now, Mikey is his biggest threat.
Prograis beats him.
Yeah, that's what you say.
That's what I think.
That's what you say. There's a reason that Jose Ramirez is the one that went to the Olympics. There's a reason Jose Ramirez is the one that fought and lost to Vasil Lomachenko. There's a reason that Jose Ramirez is signed a top rank and Prograis is signed a fucking Lou DiBella.
True.
There's a reason that Prograis is 27 as an interim champion. Should I Google Ramirez or do you?
Yeah, Google him.
I don't need to because there's a reason Ramirez sells 15,000 tickets. You think Prograis is going to walk through him just because you're crazy.
I didn't say he was going to walk through him.
No, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're writing Ramirez off. And let me tell you something, Alex.
No. I'm not writing him off. I do not see
you don't see Prograis win. You don't see Prograis losing, right?
I can see him losing. I don't.
Prograis beats him. That was your words. Prograis beats him.
Yes.
And that's the next fight.
Yes, I don't. I can see Ramirez beating him, but I don't think he does. I don't think he does at all.
I think he can totally outwork everyone that he gets in the ring with except Mikey.
I think he can outjab a lot of guys.
He's going to be a bull, bro, for everybody. Listen, he just did that to Amir Imam. And I know.
Who gets bold. That's what he is known for, is to get bullied.
Very true. Very true.
The only time he ever fought anyone of note, he got bullied. Worse than this.
Nah. Right? I don't know if it was worse.
He got knocked down with Granados. What are we talking about here? Come on, man.
SK10. Which Taylor? Emmanuel? I'll take that. Sign me up. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold on. You're already saying no. Let me report some breaking news. Can I report some breaking news? What are you saying over there? I can't even hear you. What?
That's not what he's mean. He says Josh Taylor. I'm assuming he's talking about Josh Taylor.
Oh, PS Ken is from the UK?
Yes, that's why.
You have to message again and let us know. Is it Josh or?
I doubt it's Emmanuel Taylor. Come on, who cares?
Well, he is more established in the division than all of the kids that we're talking about.
When was the last time he fought?
When he lost to Matisse at 47 and then decided he's coming back down. So it's not a bad thing to be talking about him. But look, it's all right. It doesn't matter. What matters is, where was the point we were going before we were interrupted with that?
I don't know, Ness. You were about to change it to something, I think.
Yes, the breaking news.
Yes. I don't know what the breaking news is.
But who invented the word marinate in the sport of boxing?
Wasn't it Bob?
Bob Arum. So that's already what he wants to do. He's already come out and said he does not want Ramirez versus Prograis next. He wants them to both take interim fights on each other's undercard, right? So like, I guess my man Jose goes back home in front of his 15,000 and then shows the world like, look, this is who I'll be fighting next on my undercard. This is him. Look, we know what world we live in, bro. And I like to tell this to my girlfriend all the time, like, yo, I live in reality. This way, when we argue, we could use exact words, be literal. And we know this is going to happen. We could sit here and say, oh, this is fucking Bob again. Oh, it's bullshit. He did it with Lopez and Gambo. Oh, give so many reasons why marinating is whack. But it's going to fucking happen. And I don't know if I'm already brainwashed, you know, or what prisoners call institutionalized.
Oh, you are.
That I'm already okay with it. Like, I know it makes the fight better. For Prograis, again, he's 27 as an interim champion, just now stepping on the scene. You know what I mean? Just now getting 1,000 likes on Instagram. You know what I mean? He just got out of like a flood and moved to Texas. Like he might need this in between. He might. It might be what him and his family need. Just saying.
Well,
For Ramirez with the tough style, he just had 2 tough back-to-back fights. You know, one undefeated fighter in Mike Reed, and then a once lost fighter, once defeated fighter in Amir Imam. You know, and I know that a month from now, a year from now, we'll say who the fuck did Imam beat, but he still has skills.
Agreed. I know that Prograis was there, I think, in attendance.
He was.
So I don't know. What?
Can I report some more breaking to you?
Sure, Mr. Cutoff.
Prograis posted a picture of him and Crawford, like not hugged up, but you know, arm's length,
like dapped up.
And he's like, and I'm paraphrasing. Go check it out for yourself on Prograis, you know, Twitter or Instagram. I think he just got verified on Insta, or Twitter, whatever, one of the two. But he's on Insta. The message is on Insta, and it's a picture of him and Crawford. And he says, you know, I got to meet the pound for pound champ. But yeah, I told him I'll fuck him up, and he told me he'll fuck me up. Maybe we'll get this fight later down the line, but I'll still fuck him up. So I loved it. You know what I mean? Like that's my type of shit talking. I'm from the inner city. I loved it, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get some aguash while you do all the talking that you said I didn't allow you to do.
That's great. Thank you so much, Ness. So go get your coffee. Okay.
I forgot about the coffee. I was just gonna get water. Now I am gonna get the coffee.
Welcome. Go get coffee, Mr.
Man, Matt. You know you the man.
I know I'm the man. I'm always the man. Just relax. Just make sure you mute your mic, Ness, because you always leave your mic hot when you leave. Yes. You need to send me that one too, Ness. I mean, I think Prograis is one of those guys that he might not be the guy. Mikey might be able to beat him probably. But Prograis has that X factor that you can sort of tell. He has that dog in him, so to speak. I think he could put a great fight in with Ramirez. I think style-wise, that would be a very interesting matchup. I think Prograis would probably be able to slip a lot of those shots by Ramirez on the inside, be able to work to the body, work the jab, and eventually be able to win a decision most likely, because I think both those guys are just too tough to probably be knocked out by the other. And neither guy has that, you know, one-punch knockout power that we've seen so far. I don't think the Ndongo fight is indicative of that just yet. A little bit more of a wait and see. But I think whatever Ramirez does next, he can do it. You know, like Ness said, I mean, he can sell out 15,000 by himself in the middle of California, in the middle of nowhere in Fresno. That is a type of drawing power that's rarely seen in the U.S., and it's one that you can always fall back on. Similar to, let's say, Terrence Crawford in Omaha, Nebraska. That was a market that was never a boxing market, was never seen as a market you could make money in, and Terrence Crawford was able to make money in that market. May not be a lot of money, but he was able to make money in that market. Ramirez has that effect in Central California with the Hispanic market here. They can always go back to that well. I think, though, you got to put Ramirez in L.A. Eventually, you're going to have to move him from Central California down to Southern California, which is a bigger market. I think the Forum is an ideal location for him because he will probably outsell the StubHub. StubHub is only like 3,000 to 4,000. It's smaller than even MSG Theater. I think, probably speaking, you put him in the Forum against Prograis. That can do 8,000, 10,000. But you're probably going to sell the tickets for 20 to 40% more on average than the ones in Fresno, make a lot more money in LA at the Forum. That
in LA with Progress?
No, it's Ramirez.
Yeah, but Progress with Ramirez.
Yeah, I think that's why, because that's the biggest fight you can probably make.
I don't think that Progress. I don't think the Forum. And anyway, isn't the Forum like 5,000?
Forum's like 15, 13. Maybe.
What?
That's big.
Yo, speaking of, last night was only 4,600 tickets. Now, explain to me, why would they use the big room when the little room does 4,400?
They did use the little room.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, dog, anytime the ring is in.
They expanded the little room to where it can now seat around like a little bit over 5,000. We have the tweet from who? Michael Coppinger? We do. Look at the pre-pro chat, man. Come on. They're in the little one.
No way.
Yes.
How they put the ring in the center, bro? That's wrong. You're wrong. You know what? Let me just text Adam.
I'm not wrong.
Let me text Adam.
Text Adam. You can gladly text Adam who was.
Yeah, I do see Keith Idek says theater tonight, 46.
Out of 5,100.
Yeah, so they how'd they find, what is that? It was 4,400 before, so they found 700 more seats with.
They did that like a while back. I feel like they expanded it. Like for a while, that's been the max for the theater. I would say for the last like a year and a half, 2 years. So again, it was a theater. I know you texted Adam, but it's been reported as such. I think the reason it didn't.
Well, that's good then.
The reason it didn't do a sellout like it did is I think they miscalculated what to do with the headliner. They absolutely did, and they obviously misadvertised the headliner. You know, obviously the marquee fight on St. Patrick's Day for them was Michael Conlan, at least in New York. That's why he was the main event, so to speak. He was the last fight in the evening, but it was titled and advertised as Ramirez versus Imam.
Yeah, because I think from a marketing, like street team standpoint, a New York City. I didn't hear you. What?
I think from a TV perspective, they wanted to put Ramirez at the top.
Exactly.
Because he's done $1 million before. With Mike Reed, he did $1 million, I think, like 1.1, didn't he?
Well, and also, he's the one that they're trying to promote. You know what I mean? So the thing is, he doesn't have an East Coast fan base just yet, but he brought one. They were there with him in the post fight. That was impressive as well. But that's why the Conlan thing was pushed heavily on a street team kind of way, like flyers locally to sell all those tickets.
I was going to ask you about that, if there was a regional presence about promoting Michael Conlan specifically for this card. Also, I just want to make note of it. Almost all the local newspapers in LA were featuring Jose Ramirez articles this week and after the fight. Just something to make note of, that there is this.
No, that guy does a fantastic job. Rick Migran, I think it's Migran. He does a great job with Jose. You know, again, Jose's homegrown, bro. They homegrowned him. Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And you could go a step further and hook us up with a 5-star review.
Or one.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
We need those. What'd you say, Matt?
I said, or a 1-star. We will still read them. Doesn't matter.
Matt, you really asking for
we are
one
that egotistical.
You really asking for 1 stars, Matt? Like, what's really good?
I'm just saying, it's better than no star.
Mr. Potter, we absolutely spoke about Kovalev and Brown, but you are more than welcome to call in. The number is 1-425-569-5241, and you can give us your take on Kovalev, Brown.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingvoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
No other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.